Hello everybody. My name is Sandeep Singh. My BPP number is BP03199794. Today I will presenting my project titled Mitigating AI Driven Cyber Threat, a strategic technology management approach for enhancing enterprise security organizations. In this presentation, I will take you through I will take you through the current cybersecurity challenges organizations are facing, particularly due to the artificial intelligence, and explain how these challenges can be addressed using the strategic and technology-driven solutions. It will cover the problems, its importance, the methodologies, key findings, and finally the recommendation. In the beginning, whether the cyber threats are evolving very quickly, mainly because attackers are now using artificial intelligence. It allows attackers to automate their action, adapt their strategies, and launch their attacks at the much larger scales. At the same time, many organizations are still relying on the traditional cybersecurity system, which are not designed to deal with such intelligent threats. This creates a major gap between the threats and the defense mechanism. The key message of the project is that cybersecurity is no longer just a technical issue, it's a critical business and strategic risk. Organizations must therefore rethink this approach and adopt smarter AI-driven security solutions. So in my next slide, I will look at the broader industry context. Organizations today are becoming increasingly digital. They really they really heavily on the cloud computing, remote work, environments, and interconnected systems. While this digital transformation improve efficiency and accessibility, it's also introduced the new vulnerabilities. Every connected system become a potential entry point for the attackers. As a result, the overall attackers surface has expanded significantly. Cyber attacks are not only increasing in a number, also becoming a major complex and targeted. This makes cybersecurity a major challenge for the organizations across the all industries. So in next slide, my main problem is addressed in the project is that rise of AI driven cyber threats. These threats are very difficult from traditional cyber attacks. They are highly adaptive, fully automated, and capable of learning and evolving. For example, attackers can use AI to create a realistic phishing emails that are difficult to detect. They can also generate malware that continuously change its behavior to avoid detection. The core issue is the traditional cybersecurity systems are not capable for responding effective to these intelligence threats. They are mostly realistic, meaning they respond after an attack and already occurred. This makes the organizations highly vulnerable. So my next slide is problem in very important for a business perspective. First, cybersecurity can result in significant financial losses, including recovery costs and operational downtime. Second, they can damage the organization reputation and reduce the customer trust. Third, organization must comply with the strict reputation regulations related to the data protection. Failure to comply can result in legal penalties. Finally, cybersecurity incidents can disrupt business organization and affect productivity. So, cybersecurity is not just about the protecting system, it is about the protecting the entire organization. The aim of the project is to develop a strategic approach to mitigate AI-driven cyber threats using AI-enabled cybersecurity solutions. To achieve this, several objectives were defined. These includes analyze the name of AI-driven threat, identify weaknesses of traditional system, applying the key frameworks for such as the NIST, Zero Trust, and merit attacks, and developing practical recommendations. These objectives ensure a balance between understanding the problem and providing the solution. This project is based on the secondary research approach. This means that the data was collected from existing sources such as the academic journals and industry reports. This approach is suitable because the cybersecurity is a rapidly changing field and up-to-date informing to the widely available. To analyze the data, thematic and analysis were used. This involves identifying key patterns and themes in the data. Three important frameworks were applied. The NIST framework to identify gap in the security, Zero Trust to improve the access and control, MITRE attacks to understand attackers' behavior. These frameworks provide a structure and a reliable way to analyze the problem. So in my next slide, I will ensure to effective implement a structure project management approach was used. This is based on the PMBOK principles. The project is divided into key phase, requirement analyze, system begins, implementation, testing optimizations, continuous monitoring. This phase step-by-step approach helps to ensure that the solution is implemented effectively and risks are managed properly. So, in my next slide, I'm talking about the key findings. The findings of the project highlights several important points. First, AI-driven cyber threats are increasing rapidly in the both scale and sophistication. Secondly, traditional cybersecurity systems are no longer effective because they are relative and slow. Third, security teams are often overblamed due to a high number of alerts. So, this reduces the ability to respond quickly and accurately. However, AI-based solution can improve these situations by proving real-time detection and automated responses. So, about the strategic insights, from a strategic perspective, several key insights were in, identified. First, AI is both a threat and a solution. Second, automation is essential because attackers happen at a machine speed. Third, organization must shift from a reactive to proactive security approaches. Finally, effectively cybersecurity require a integration of technologies, people, or processes. This means that organization must take a holistic approach. So in my next slide, I am talking about the recommendations. Based on the findings, several recommendations are proposed. The most important recommendation is the implement of AI-enabled cyber defense framework. This includes the tools such as SIEM and SURE for the automated threat detected and response. Other recommendations includes adopting zero trust architecture, investing in employee training, improving IT infrastructure, and establishing strong governance project. These recommendations are practical to align with the organization's strategy. So last is my conclusion. To conclude, AI-driven cyber threats are becoming more advanced and difficult to manage, such as traditional cyber traditional cyber security systems are no longer sufficient. Organizations must adopt AI-driven and proactive security strategies. This will help them to improve detection, respond faster, and reduce the risk. So in next slide, these are my references. Thank you. That's it.